Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's DGamer09 back here again with another episode of Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered. The last time we left off, we did lots and lots of side content in the city, and now we are on our way towards the next main story mission because we still do have a lot of side content left, but here we go.
Savvy listeners don't need me to tell you that the demon's cult, gang, terrorist organization, all the above apply, is out of control. We have a survivor of one of their brazen attacks on the line. Go ahead.
I was home, in my building. We got word there were demons of the group planting bombs. We had to evacuate, but we also heard there were snipers waiting to pick us off if we tried to leave.
Despicable. Fortunately, the police and the bomb squad handled the situation.
And Spider-Man, he...
Jared, cut the call! Sorry. Hard to hear when we're talking over each other. Clearly someone traumatized by a terrifying experience. For resources to help with PTSD, go to our website. Another public service from J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh no. Jameson's never going to learn. I wonder if there will be any character progression with Jameson learning that we're not so bad in Spider-Man 2. Maybe. Let's hope. Anyway, we have unlocked that cell tower for being able to view part of the map. There's a good photo. Now we are on our way for real to the next main story mission right after we get this bag. And what is it?
I beat this wrestler right after getting my powers. Never had that much money before in my life. Or since, come to think of it.
$100 to the man who can stay in the ring for 3 minutes with Crusher Hogan. That's true, actually. That is one of the many references to Spider-Man comics. And I really want to keep our main suit on, so we will for now. But when we start doing the side content, we will start using more and more optional suits. And one of them even gets you an unlockable special dialogue from Jameson on his podcast that you only get if you wear that one long enough. So it's pretty cool. I really do like all the alternate suits. I only want to use the main suit because to me it is still maybe the best suit in the game, or at least one of the top 3, and also for canonicity's sake, this is more than likely the only suit that Peter ever wears during the events of the game. But for, as I just said, for all our side content and for the story DLC, because yeah, there are 3 bonus campaigns for us to play through. Well, technically 1, but split into 3 parts. We will be using the optional suits a lot in that as a showcase. So I hope that you guys enjoy.
Fisk Tower. If I was them, I might start thinking about a new name.
That's funny.
Good shot.
While we're here, let's run and grab Howard's pigeon for him.
Chase is on.
We're gonna get you, whichever one you are. I would say your name, but I don't know it. Let's get him. We're on his trail. We're coming for you. And there we go. I like that you can see feathers flying around once you finally do catch them.
Spider-Man. All filling up. Rosa just flew home to join her brothers and sisters.
Happy to help. You know these little guys pretty well, huh?
Getting there. Sandra always knew him best, of course.
Sandra?
Oh, my wife.
Well, tell Sandra she's got some fine birds.
Oh, yeah. Sure will, Spider-Man. Thanks again. And please, keep an eye out.
Oh man. There are some sad implications with that, the way the dialogue was delivered.
MJ wrote this article in the school paper about student protests. She was a heck of a journalist even then.
Let's see. Fantastic savings, steam cleaners, and then NJ's article, if you want to just get to the main mission travel, again, skip to this point. But if you do want to hear this and you want to stick around, it says Students Protest Cuts in Arts Programs by Mary Jane Watson. Students from all years left their classes on Tuesday and gathered in the courtyard to protest news that Midtown High would be cutting its arts program. No one wants to cut music or art classes, said Principal Andrew Davis. Unfortunately, our budget has once again been cut and we have to make up for the short downfall somewhere. However, an anonymous source within the administrator's office confirmed that the budget for the football team has actually been increased by 20%. Some defended that discrepancy. Everyone loves football, said Eugene Flash Thompson, quarterback of the Tigers. Hey, shout out to Flash Thompson. Or Agent Venom. Or Peter Parker's bully / friend. Nobody likes these lame artsy-fartsy classes. That sentiment was not shared by the students, estimated at over 100 who protested the cuts. Drama class is my oasis in a sea of boredom, Junior Sally Averill insisted. Of course they want to take that away, the one thing that makes school bearable. A Freedom of Information Act request for salaries and history of pay raises for the administration was denied on the grounds that the Freedom of Information Act does not apply to public school administrators. That was a really, really good article overall. Alright, let's continue. Let's see what our next story mission has in store for us after all of the chaos that's been started by Martin Lee and the demons, shall we?
Attention units. Officers are engaged with the demons. Shots fired.
MJ's hunch was right. Place is crawling with demons.
Oh no.
Gotta take these guys out, then have a look around.
Another stealth section for us. Now we have to take them out. Let's see what we can use to distract them. Will that make it safe for him? Yes, it will. Just quickly take them all down. Wind up there before we get spotted. Rope him up here. Web him up. My bad. Get him. It's really just a very fast chain of operation if you know how to do it right. Let's see what we can do here. Can we web that down on this brute? Oh no. That almost went very, very wrong. And that went extremely well. We can immediately see that the way to get in would be through this path, which would mean that we have to do this, I believe. Here's our entrance.
High security lock. use these on banks, not recycling centers.
Let's see where
If I
we
can find where it
need
gets its
to
power from.
do this.
Looks like I could override the circuit.
You can.
Need my electric webs.
We already have them out. I like how they recharge
Looks like the circuits need a little more juice.
almost immediately when you're not in combat. Let's do that and get this one charged,
There.
and then let's
Circuit's
do
still
that.
stable. Maybe there's another junction box close by.
There we go. That should be all
One more
three.
box should do it.
Oh, there's four? Okay. The fourth one would be right there.
Gotcha.
So, there we go.
That's it.
And what exactly are we going to find in here? Will it be anything good? Probably not, knowing the demons and Mr. Negative. Let's see if we can start crawling up to this vent. Boy, it sure is musty in here. Finally, breathable air.
Man. These must be where they're planning to attack. Wait, these are Osborn campaign offices. All the paths originate from the same address.
Just like the campaign rally. That is not good.
Truck bombs. This is crazy.
That contains up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 explosives potentially. That is not anything good.
Lots of high-tech equipment. Maybe later I can recycle this stuff into some weapons of my own.
Maybe so. We'll see how that ends up going though when we get there.
Explosives from Fisk's construction site.
This is not good. Now what is this big crate?
Guns from Fisk's armory. This wasn't a gang war. The demons were stealing from Fisk to go after Mayor Osborn.
Hey, did you find
Oh no.
No, but you were right. Lee's using this place as a front for the demons. Bomb making, gun running,
my God.
and it looks like they're planning another attack. This time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
You must have some kind of beef with Norman Osborn.
I found an address here. I think it's their staging area. If I hurry, I might be able to stop them.
Be careful.
Dual purpose. Go to consolidated shipping. Let's do it.
Yuri, it's me.
Make it quick. I'm busy getting yelled at by my boss.
Martin Lee and the demons are planning another attack, this time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
Are you sure? We've had a lot of false leads in the past week.
Trust me on this one. I'm sending you the address of a recycling center. You'll find all the evidence there.
Got it. I'll get those campaign offices evacuated. But if you're wrong about this, you're gonna help me find a new job.
If you scroll back in the video just a few seconds to when she was talking about getting chewed out by her boss, and look at one of the buildings we swung past, we actually ran past a building called Roxxon, and that is actually very, very, very important for the upcoming spin-off sequel that is set in between the events of Spider-Man and Marvel's Spider-Man 2. I have never noticed that before, and my mind is absolutely blown, and I don't know if that's been there since the original and nobody noticed, or if it's been there since the remaster, but you really should keep them in mind. Anyway, let's continue to consolidated shipping so that we can hopefully stop the demons' next attack and find out why exactly is Martin Lee turning into Mr. Negative and going after Osborn.
Consolidated shipping. A lot of guys. I should try to do this quietly, but also with style.
I love that so much. Is he safe to take out?
I can use that stuff I found at the recycling center.
we now have access to the trip mine, meaning that all in all, we have access to web shooters, impact webs, spider drones, electric webs, web bombs, and trip mines. Soon we'll have a concussive blast and a suspension matrix. So, let's put this to good use, shall we?
That guy's own weapons against him.
The trip mine makes it so that we can do cool things such as this. Haha, there we go.
That, my friends, is what karmic justice looks like.
Come on, go in front of it. Almost. Here we go, he's about to do it. Ah, there we go. How satisfying was that? Oh no. Where exactly are the snipers that we have to worry about? We have to, I would say, make these guys the priority.
Literally didn't see that coming.
No, he did not see that coming, actually. Yeah, are you safe? Let's get him down. And is that all of them down? That is all of the snipers down. I don't know if this is where they got it from or not, but fun little fact to me, fun little opinion. I believe that the trip mine is either based off of, or at least takes some light inspiration from Warner Brothers Montreal's Batman Arkham Origins, the spin-off that I've mentioned whilst playing through the Arkham series as a lead up to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which unfortunately I don't have the hardware I need to record Arkham Origins on the channel on my Xbox at all. So the only way that it will ever end up on the channel is if we either get the proper hardware I need to record that, or if we can get some kind of remaster or something like we did with Return to Arkham. And I really hope we do one day. There's been rumors for a long time. But my point in this is that it seems to be based off of the I can't remember the exact name of it. I think it's I think it's based on the remote claw in Arkham Origins, because what you use the rope claw for in that game is that once you beat Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, in his boss fight, then you unlock the remote claw, which just makes it to where you can use it and attach either one rope to an enemy and then to an environmental piece and yank them towards that to knock them out, or you can rope multiple enemies.
Good thing I stopped this when I did. You could blow up half of Manhattan with this stockpile.
That is not good, nor is this, I'm sure.
These guys aren't kidding around.
Oh, wow. Let's continue in and see what we can do. Oh, I thought that was a vent that we'd have to go through. My bad. Just causing random chaos. Let's see what this is about.
Huh. Invoice from an auto shop. Pale Horse Rides. That's one expensive tune-up. What else can I find around here?
That is not anything good. Oh no.
They have bases all around the city.
We now have demon bases along with our Fisk bases.
This is bigger than I thought. Looks like the demons have an army.
So we'll want to take them down. Oh no. Not more of them. And a new one. Oh, he's got chains.
One deadly glowing whip wasn't enough.
Moment of transparency with you guys. I always really like in any game or form of storytelling, this Bloodborne anything when you have weapons that are chains. In Bloodborne, when we get to that on the channel, which, trust me, we will. It's one of my favorites for us. So I'm excited to play through it one day. But you get some really cool weapons that are also chains, like this, that you can use, and so they are super cool. As you can see, this guy is a bit more work to take down than some of our other ones we've fought so far. If we build up 2 bars worth of focus meter, we can do a quick takedown on him. Like so. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh no. And people say Spider-Man doesn't kill.
Hey MJ, I think I stopped the demon's attack on Osborn's campaign offices.
Nice. Did you find me?
No, but I found something we should look into. A place called Pale Horse Rides.
Sounds familiar. I'll check it out and get back to you.
Alright. Have fun, MJ. We will have to be dealing with the rest of these guys while we're out and about. She gets to go investigate more. Oh, that is not good. Now we have the whip enemies to deal with that I still need to figure out an effective strategy for, and dealing with all kinds of ranged and armed types as well. It seems as though the strategy for the chain enemies is to wait for an opening to perfect dodge, then web them up after that temporary webbing. Let's use a spider drone, shall we? Please? They're basically just tinier spider bros. Let's continue beating these guys to a pulp. There we go. We should be able to leave now. Hello?
There's another one. Safety's off.
Well, this is new.
No. This one's mine. All right. I'm executing this son of a...
Hey! That's not how we do things. Down! Down!
Code SM1.
Whoa! Before we do this, who the hell are you guys?
Code SM1. Code SM1. Holding for orders. Copy Code SM1. I have a visual. Hold for Silverburn.
And there she is. Time for you guys to meet Silver Sablanova, or Silver Sable.
Nice entrance. Solid 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Release him! He works with us!
Fury? Explanation, please?
This is Silver Sablinova, head of Sable International, a private security force. Paid for by Mayor Osborn.
Oh, the mayor has a pet army now?
Next time you get in my way, I will not be so gentle.
Because of course he does.
We'll talk later.
Well, I'm sure they won't cause any problems. Not.
Hey, sorry about that Sable thing. I should have told you earlier, but it all happened so fast.
It's okay. We're still best buds.
We're not best buds.
Oh no.
Took a dark turn.
Anyway, Sable has the mayor's ear and unchecked authority. We've searched that address you gave me, found plenty of evidence of a bomb plot, but nothing that leads back to Martin Lee.
I'm working on that.
So,
Hey,
oh
MJ.
wait.
Hey, so I dredged up some records on Martin Lee's other business holdings. He's got places all over the city.
Huh. The locations line up with a map I found at that shipping business. I'll check them out.
Let me know what you find at each one, and I'll work on building a case.
You got it. I'm headed to Lee's office at Feast to see if I can learn more about why he's doing this. And what he's got planned next.
Okay, say hi to May for me. Wait, you don't think she's in danger, do you?
No. Lee's only got one target on his mind. Norman Osborn.
So, I'm sure that they actually will cause problems because of the whole...
What's the situation south of Houston? Checkpoint under attack by demons.
And we have a new type of crime, Sable crimes, sort of. I'm sure that because of the
What's another
test...
call from Doc?
Oh, hang on.
I wanted to make sure you're still available. I can't pay you yet, but I've pulled enough strings to keep the wolves from the door a bit longer. If we can get up and running, I know this new version of the project will attract investment. Massive investment. Stay ready.
Fingers triple crossed, Doc.
Otto's actually been gone a bit, so I was hoping he was doing alright. As you can see, there appears to be Silver Sable cars down there now, but I'm sure that because of the testosterone fueled, nah, this one's mine, I'm gonna execute him thing, and the whole stance they took with Peter and the way they surrounded him, and Silver Sable's very standoffish push towards him, and the fact that she wrapped him up in electric wires means that they will most definitely cause problems. She's actually been in quite a few different Spider-Man media.
My ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday.
That's actually a fun little reference to when Peter was a teacher in the comics, because oh yeah, by the way, here's our next mission, hidden agenda. Because for an extremely considerable amount of time until a sort of reboot in the comics, what with Peter's revival basically at the hands of because for a long time, except for some instances, Peter has been, whoa, they're already walking in the street. Peter has largely had a solid continuous story arc throughout his years of being introduced to comics, and at one point in that line of stories, he became a teacher trying to help other kids, realizing that the work that Peter Parker can do is just as, if not more important than the work that Spider-Man can do.
Used these electrician's gloves in my first fight with Electro. Gave me the idea to add insulation to my costume, which saved my bacon more than once.
That is also a fun little reference to one of Peter's many, many different suits in which he did just put insulation into his suit to fight Electro. Let's see if we can solve this crime quickly.
Man, Fisk goes away and suddenly it's amateur hour.
And Demon Hour as well. Are you sure? You're gonna regret that. Instantly takes down. Are you sure?
So, we're all going to jail. Well, I bet you'll be as good at breaking out as you...
As you were breaking in. I thought it was pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Let's see if we can get to Feast and find out what exactly is going on with Martin. Let's change and make our way inside.
Peter.
So if you're running this place while Mr. Lee's out of town, who's doing your old job?
Me. But I could always use more help. You know anyone?
Actually, I do. His name is Miles Morales.
Why does that sound familiar?
His father was being honored at City Hall.
Oh.
I talked to him at the funeral. He's a smart kid. He's just having a tough time.
I knew a boy like that once.
I remember it helped to, stay busy. Might help him, too. Here's his mom's number.
Thanks. I'll give her a call.
Hey, you haven't heard from Mr. Lee, have you?
No, why?
I'm just curious. I've got a few minutes before work. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know. I want to.
Their interactions are so sweet. Let's see what May has to say now.
Need help with those veggies?
I learned a long time ago you're more help staying out of the kitchen than in it.
Oh no. There is a running theme with this version of Peter not really being able to cook all that well. As evidenced by him saying, I could cook before the bombing.
Hanging in there.
And Mary Jane's reaction.
I was praying. Thanks. I appreciate it.
That was really kind. Let's look around and see if we can find Gloria.
Thank God, I was afraid you were seriously hurt.
I got lucky.
They're all so cool, and it's so...
I never used to feel safe at the other shelter. This one, I have never had a problem. There's always someone looking out for us.
And it's so incredible how Insomniac went to all the detail that... Oh no. That you can just walk around and listen to all this dialogue when most players wouldn't even bother with it. It just adds to that special layer of care that you can tell is here, you know?
Checking out Lee's office.
Oh no, we're not trying to, Peter. We're just trying to find our friend Gloria and see how she's up. And see how she's holding up.
I knew a man who panhandled around City Hall. Still haven't seen him.
Aw.
That cute social worker was here again today. You want to meet her, you let me know.
It's so cool how they all bond so well.
He kept Uncle Ben's clothes a long time. It's like he was still looking out for her.
That's really sweet as well. It does not appear to be that Gloria is anywhere around, unfortunately, but we will continue to look for her on our visits.
You okay?
Speak of the devil, she is around.
Just a little banged up. How are you doing?
Not bad. Your aunt's been helping me with my interview skills. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm cut out for the 9 to 5.
I know I've had my share of career hurdles, but you never know until you try. Give it a shot.
That's some really good advice. What? I am a massive, massive fan of Marvel's Spider-Man, if you can't tell. It is one of my absolute favorite games ever, and one of my favorite stories ever told, and I have never, ever known that you can clean spills.
Bombing happens and Mr. Lee disappears.
After all he's done for us, you'd imply that he's involved? He could be a victim. Sorry for the awkward voiceover, but for some reason the dialogue cut out, and so I thought I could help out a bit, even though it was awkward.
Everyone feels hopeless at some point. Helps to know there's somebody willing to listen.
There are some awesome details that I have never known about that you can learn from just walking around. See, this is what I mean. Like, I never knew that you could clean optional spills around Feast. And yet, Insomniac went to the trouble of doing it.
I don't realize how many kids are homeless. 1 in 30. And too many shelters aren't equipped to care for them.
Oh.
Hey, glad you're feeling better.
Here's the second. Surely the third is close by somewhere.
You want me to call Mrs. Morales first?
I'll be fine. I suspect she'll be relieved to talk to someone who's been there.
And here is the third optional mess that we have. There we go. There's all three of them done. That is so cool because it doesn't reward you anything. It's just for the gratification of knowing that you've helped out in these people's lives and helped me with her job a little bit.
This office is locked. How do I get in there? Quietly.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. How does no one notice that? Interesting. And Peter has worked here for a long time. So let's make sure that... Whoa. So let's make sure
What needs this much power?
to get back there.
The account number is in Mr. Lee's office, which is inaccessible. I will call you back as soon as I can get that information. No, I don't know when that will be.
Aw. Poor me. She seems like one of those people who is very stressed but is keeping it to herself to help everybody else. Let's see what we can find around the area.
I saw from the crawl space. It should be right on the other side of the shrine.
That it should be, but let's take a look at some of the other objects. Let's see. Dear May, very soon you'll hear stories about me. Stories claiming I'm a terrorist and a murderer.
I care about May. This means she's out of danger.
Those stories will be true. But the story we wrote together, the story of Feast, is also true. I want you to know that I have always believed in our mission. It wasn't a front or a show. It was an honest expression of my heart. When you help someone, you truly do help everyone. Please don't let my failings shake your belief. You are strong, May. Strong enough to tell a new story at Feast. One unburdened by my faults. Thank you for all you've done, Martin. Oh, wow. He really does seem like...
The shrine in the photo is missing the picture.
Martin Lee really does seem like he's struggling with the good side of himself versus Mr. Negative, which, by the way, if you'll notice, Mr. Negative is just Martin Lee, but his color scheme is reversed. So that's really cool. Let's inspect this. 20.
Wonder where the lock is.
It's cool. Obviously it's not in date anymore, but October 2018, the game is set during the time it was released. Wilson Fisk has been arrested. I can barely believe it. The day I've planned for, dreamed of, is finally here.
Lee sounds conflicted. Almost like he didn't want to head down this path.
But for some reason, I hesitate. Can I really go through with this? Things will happen so quickly if I give the word. My men will claim Fisk's arms, his explosives, his secrets. We'll use that strength to teach Norman true pain. He'll know what it is to see things he loves destroyed by his own hands. But achieving that end will mean giving up so much. Everything I've built here at Feast, all the good I've done, could be wiped out if my plan succeeds. My chance is finally here, yet still I hesitate. Should I turn back? A part of me wants to, but the demon is hungry, and I don't think I'm strong enough to hold it back. Oh no. What has happened to you, Martin?
This is the ghost story Lee's father read to him. About a demon that could only be mastered through balance.
Remember, the old man said, only balance can master the demon's strength. Without balance, the monster will turn on any who attempt to control it. I'm sure that this story probably terrified Martin as a child. How could it not? Wonder who's in that photo.
Lee did so much for New York. I can't believe he was hiding such darkness inside him.
As you can see, he has many different awards, from in appreciation of Feast to awards dedicated to him, to appreciation for both of Feast as a whole and Martin, to a decade's worth of service, to more recognized, to more awards. What could have drove him to this point, we wonder. We should remove this photo, probably.
Some kind of puzzle lock.
This is actually very fun. I love puzzles like this. You have to make yin and yang, which is really cool, actually. So, let's see if we can do it, everyone. There we go. Let's take a look inside this secret room, shall we? What? What all does he have in here? I liked Peter's serious tone of voice. Man, Yuri Lowenthal, they are an absolutely
This is the
fantastic
hologram they found at the auction house.
choice for Martin, or for Peter slash Spider-Man.
This might help us figure out what Lee's planning next.
Devil's breath. Let's take it. Let's look at the photo. Wow. Martin, why do you have that photo negative? Oh no.
It's a burn room, wired to destroy evidence.
Let's see where it ends at.
One more.
There's the death animation if we let it happen.
It's a burn room, wired to destroy evidence. One more.
And cleverly hidden behind the shelf.
The police had found this. Or may. Don't want to think of what could have happened.
Oh, it could have been really awful. Let's see. Oh, interesting. It implies that he would come back here.
Giving his powers to the others. How does Lee imbue these with his power? Bioelectric induction? Compressed phase shift?
Hmm.
He sure is obsessed with masks. Is it a Jungian thing? Like, he needed to pretend to be someone else to let his darkest feelings out? Pretended to be a demon until he became one.
That's a really clever line, actually. Let's listen to this.
Feel my power growing, feeding off my anger. Father would say I've lost the path of balance, but he could never understand. The only way to fight a monster is to become one.
Are you sure, Martin? Let's see. Osborn returns to work. Daily Bugle reports about Harry. More about Norman. Osborn says your family is safe. Mayor Osborn. It's all linked to Norman for some reason. Let's get to investigating deeper. Let's see what we can find. Think about how much that says, by the way, that Peter has been working at Feast with May for who knows how long, and he hasn't seen this secret room until most recently.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Martin.
Mr. Lee. I thought you were out of town.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Martin!
Oh no.
You get that.
Thank you.
And heading off again shortly, I'm afraid. Just needed a few things from my office.
You must have heard about City Hall.
Yes. Tragic.
Peter was there. He was very lucky.
And an Osborn rally. I didn't know you were a fan. Well, what matters is you were both safe.
Amen.
Did he just...
The bombers are still out there. Who knows what they've planned next?
I don't think you or May have anything to worry about. As long as you stay away from places you're not supposed to be.
Did he just judge us for being at the rally?
Go.
When will you be back?
When my work is done.
Oh no. And you can see Mr. Negative coming out again. Oh no.
Wait!
Serves as the perfect getaway distraction for him. I like how you can see that Peter makes a much more active attempt to be less aggressive with people who are just under the influence of Mr. Negative's sort of possession versus actual criminals such as the demons and Fisk members.
I finally got your evidence. Head to the Feast Center in Chinatown.
What am I going to find?
A nice lady named May Parker. And some really weird stuff hidden in Lee's office. But listen, he's got another attack planned.
Where? When?
Still working on that, but I think he's going to use something called Devil's Breath.
Sounds destructive. What is it?
A substance created by Oscorp. Probably a bioweapon of some kind. I have a folder full of info on it. I'm holding on to it for now. I'll send copies as soon as I can.
Okay, we'll check his office. If the evidence stands up, I'll put out an APB.
MJ, hey. Just checking in.
Peter, hey. Can I call you back?
I think you'll want to hear this. Wait, why are you whispering?
Just in the middle of something. How about we catch up over dinner? My place?
Oh, sure. I'll even cook.
Cool. See ya.
Wait. Remember how you told me about Lee's corrupting touch? I think I just saw it in action.
How?
Some perfectly nice homeless people just jumped me. Thing is, they had glowing eyes. And I remembered Yuri telling me something similar about the guard who released Shocker.
So Shocker was working for Lee? It's all connected.
There's more. But I guess we'll talk about it at dinner.
Yeah. See ya.
Dinner? What should I cook?
It just goes to show you how focused MJ must be on whatever it is that she's doing, because she has stated along with the others.
Oh, hi, Doctor. How are you?
Parker! Exciting news. Come by the lab.
Like now?
This is my defining moment. Can't wait to show you.
Cool. I've got dinner plans. Can I come by later?
Dinner can wait. You need to see this, Peter.
Okay. Be right there. Wonder if this means I have a job again. Guess I can stop by. Just for a minute.
Because MJ said she didn't like our cooking. Peter also seems like he's committing himself to a lot all at once. I feel like he maybe needs a bit of a better work-life balance, but you know, who am I to judge? I understand his position very well, I feel like. Anyway, we are out of time, guys, so with that, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you want to, and share it with your friends so that we can hopefully gain more people to spread some positivity with. Anyway, remember everybody to love one another all the time and to be accepting of each other. Remember to always help someone every chance that you get. Remember to always be greater, and I will see you all in the next episode. Love you all.